So Jason here. I had to get something off my chest before I got home. I was going to go home and do the video and edit it and stuff, and for my second video. But I was at work today, and I had to end up going out to the shop and doing some welding. One of our long tenured journeymen is getting ready to retire in a few months, and got something wrong with his foot, some cellulitis or cellulitis, I believe. And had to go to the hospital and back and so forth. And it got me thinking while I was welding today. Welding can be very therapeutic, very um, really let you think. I guess I don't know how to word it. It's like painting or riding a bike for a long trip or running for a long time. It's very it lets your mind just open up. And it's funny, you wouldn't think so with all the flames and smoke, but it really is. But it got me thinking: is he's 2 months from retirement and he's injured, and he wouldn't be if he didn't have to come back. He actually retired a few months ago, and through insurance and different things, had to come back to be able to make enough money to pay for the insurance, and now he can retire with his pension and everything. But it got me thinking too. We work so hard, and we do all these things, and we think we're prepared, but for what? To end up almost 60 years old and have just enough money to pay for insurance? And that's not the life that I want to live. And there's nothing wrong with working hard and providing for yourself and your family, and leading a simple life. I, however, want more out of life, and I think most of you do. If you're watching motivational videos on YouTube, you probably want a little bit more out of life. Not necessarily need to make millions and millions of dollars, but I want to be financially set. I want my kids, my wife, to not have to worry about money. But it just made me really think of, as I get older, what am I doing with my time that's going to make it to where, do I have to wait until I'm 60 years old to retire? Do I need to wait until someone tells me I have enough money to retire? And that's why part of the reason why I'm doing these videos is I need to figure out a way for myself to expand, to reach out and to do things I've never done, and not necessarily make $1 million doing YouTube videos. Obviously people do. People make very good livings on the internet. My goal is to really work the avenue of motivation and helping, and see what I can do. It's going to branch off. I feel it. And you need to find, what is it that you love to do? What is it that drives you, that passion? Because you don't want to end up 57, 65, however old it will be by the time we get to that age, and then figure out, what am I do with my life? We all waste days. We all take days for granted, and part of today was, for me, and you hear it all the time, is I don't have to go in the shop and do that. I get to go. And once you change your mindset to, my body is physically able, I have a job, I have a career, I get to go do these things. Especially here in America, we take a lot of that for granted. Watching a few movies this weekend, and watching one and about some little boys in Africa, and watching my sons at the same time, looking at them going, you're not fighting a civil war. You're not being made to watch your parents get executed. And we have these liberties here in America and these freedoms, and I think people take each day for granted. They take our country for granted, and just their right to live a good life. It is a right here in America, and I would say most of the world. There are obviously parts of the world where war-stricken refugees, there's very, very bad areas. But what I really want to get back to is what do you do each day that puts you closer to your retirement? Not what someone else says is your retirement, not what society says, we work 35 years and you save up a couple dollars, and you have a 401k and IRA, and you cash it out when you're 65 and you get Social Security. But is that what you want? Are we just living to die? Are we just working our asses off to get to a point to just take a few dollars and retire? And maybe that is happiness for you. For me, though, I'm not going to settle, and I don't want my kids, I don't want anyone around me to settle just to be comfortable. Comfortable doesn't let you grow. I've been watching a lot of David Goggins on YouTube, and he's a little extreme, but the attitude of we have to callous our mind of embrace the suck, like it's a great saying, is there are so many things in life that are going to suck, and we take the easy route a lot of times. Well, I don't want to take the easy route anymore. So I'm going to make these videos. I'm going to help whoever I can help. I'm going to help myself. And I want to see where this can take me. And I want you to see what you need to do. What can you push yourself? The competition that you've put off for my fitness followers. That you're too scared to do because you don't know if you can lose the weight or don't think you can diet the right way. And I'm guilty of that too. I used to do powerlifting competitions, and I always said I want to be a bodybuilder, but the diet is just too strict. And I respect all bodybuilders because the dedication of the diet is not the working out for me. I can work out with anybody all day long. Dieting sucks. But that's an excuse. I've used that as an excuse for years, and I probably need to stop doing that. But I want you to figure out, what do you need to stop doing or start doing? What is it going to take to get you off your ass and follow those dreams? What's it going to take for you to say, I'm done being mediocre. I'm done living behind excuses. Get off your ass and do something. Not tomorrow, not 6 weeks from now, not because of him or her, because I don't have enough money. If there is something you want to do and you want it bad enough, you will find a way. And I do believe that 100%. So I just want to get off my chest today, talk about, leave some comments. What else can we do? What else do you want out of life that you just put off? Writing a book, starting a company, building that website, writing a song, becoming a dancer, whatever it is. What have you put off that you wish you wouldn't have put off? What regrets do you have that's not too late to reverse? I have plenty. One is I was a pretty good basketball player. Injuries and excuses, stopped playing basketball. Started coaching, and I love coaching. I was a pretty decent boxer. Had a really good training camp, and I could have really pursued that. Excuses again. No excuse, but I let that go. And it's obviously, yes, it's where I'm at today, and it got me to where I'm at today through other things that happened through life and through God and different things. But again, at the end of the day, it's an excuse. It's an excuse why I didn't do it. And no more excuses for me. No more excuses for you. Let's get up our ass. Let's do something, and have a blessed day.